The girl looked behind her in horror and suddenly realized the peaceful woods were shaking violently. She instantly realized that a disaster was about to strike. There was no time to think. She immediately took her brother with her to evacuate. Unexpectedly, before they could react, raging floodwaters erupted from the woods. The flood was rapidly approaching them. The girl was scared and a bit at a loss for words. Just in the nick of time, with the help of a garbage can on the side of the road, dragged her brother to the tree with all her might. She thought she could escape this way. Unexpectedly, the next second, the girl climbed up the trunk of the tree in the nick of time. Coming up, she held her brother in her arms. Terrified, she kept soothing her brother, yet she was oblivious. A bigger disaster was approaching. A tsunami of tens of thousands of meters had risen in the city. The huge tsunami made the city an instant mess. The terrified crowd could only rush into the buildings. However, while everyone was panicking and taking shelter, a woman was too frightened to move. As a result, she was overwhelmed in the next second. Even though some people ran to the stairwell, but in the end it was to no avail. There was no way to escape the ferocious tsunami. In the blink of an eye, the original prosperous city became a ruin. But what was all this about? This is all actually an attack by aliens. In order to completely destroy the human race on Earth, the aliens prepared 5 waves of deadly strikes. The first wave is to interrupt the electrical circuits on Earth. Once power is lost, humanity will perish. Just when Annie and her brother were drinking water, but they encountered the second wave of attack by the aliens. Luckily, Annie held her brother up to the tree. They didn't get swept away by the flood. After 2 waves of deadly strikes, the number of casualties on Earth has exceeded 30%. However, before mankind could catch their breath, the aliens opened a 4th wave of attack. They used birds to spread the virus. In just a week's time, the virus spread rapidly through the population. Half of the human race was left on Earth. Annie's mother was a frontline nurse. She also left Annie because of the virus. In order to escape the last wave of alien attacks, this father had to take them to the base camp. Although life here is not like usual, at least for a while in this post-apocalyptic world,